All right, welcome back to the Pixel Unity podcast. I'm Grady.
Who are you?
Who are
I don't
you?
know. Who am I?
That's Sara, the person who was supposed to be on our first episode but got sick.
Apparently she got amnesia too. You're Sara.
But
you
who
were
are
supposed
you?
to be here last time.
Yeah, and then someone sneezed on me, so that's a problem.
Ew. I'm James.
I'm Blake. I don't know which camera to look at.
Both at the same time.
Split your eyes.
It hurts my face.
At
You
the
look like
same
an idiot.
time.
I am an idiot, okay?
This is why
You all know this.
Touche.
And somehow I ended up being the person in charge of this company, and I'm the idiot.
Well, it's because you.
It was
wanted
your idea.
It was my
Yeah.
idea.
You're the head
That
idiot who
thing.
hired the rest of us idiots.
I didn't hire any of you.
Shut up.
We're all volunteers.
Hiring implies that you're being paid.
So true.
Very good
You mean
point.
you're gonna start paying us? I see he thinks that was a joke.
Or I could just magic conch it up and be like, maybe someday.
Do we get like 401ks? Or...
I'll pay you in coupons and gum.
I mean, I'll take the coupons. I'm bored.
Can
Ooh.
you pay me in coupons and like Dr. Pepper instead?
Ooh, better idea.
Have either of you seen the Netflix original Series of Unfortunate Events?
Yep.
I saw the first episode.
Just that's it?
At the
Mhm.
Miserable Mill.
Mm.
Is what
Yeah,
you're
we
Yeah.
watched the whole thing.
We watched the whole thing. Like,
Mhm.
I'm not sure it was the day it came out or not,
Mm-hmm.
but when I remembered that it was out, because I saw that his girlfriend had posted about seeing the first episode and she was really mad
Fiancé?
about it.
Excuse me.
Yeah, fiance now.
Fiancé.
I'm sorry. Whatever.
He liked it, so we put a ring on it.
But she had posted that she was really mad about the first episode, and then we're just sitting here like at my computer, and I freak out, and I get up, and I'm like, it's out, and I'm like setting up Netflix, and we like binged like the whole
Has she
like
gotten
8
any-
episodes.
We watched the whole thing
She watched
one
the whole
night.
Okay, good.
It was pretty good.
I've heard good things. I like Neil Patrick Harris in it so far. I've only seen one episode, but it was great.
I didn't think he ever got scary enough. That's just my opinion.
See, it's the girl who plays Violet who rubs me the wrong way.
Well, I think it's weird that Klaus and Violet. I mean, they're only 2 years apart, like story wise.
But Klaus looks older.
He looks older than
It's
her.
because they cast someone who was older than her.
Yeah, but that's what I'm bugged by.
You can take it up with the Netflix executives.
Why?
That's their fault.
Well, I mean, NPH is the executive producer.
Well, you can take it up with Neil.
Best
I did
one
not know that.
yet. Do you read the credit sequence?
Why would he do that?
I didn't read the credit sequence. I was too busy
It's-
screaming after the end of the first episode.
And it's
Where he
And
was
then
really
after that, I
confused.
didn't.
and
I
it's-
didn't look at it afterwards.
And it gets really tiny because we're like sitting over here, and the TV's all the way over there, and it just shrinks down because it's Netflix into the corner.
Oh yeah, it puts it.
Oh, yeah, that
You
too.
didn't look at it.
Why were you sitting way over here if the TV was over there?
The chairs were just like right around in the middle ish.
Also, I like my space from the television.
Oh.
Because if you get too close, all you see are pixels.
You got some kind of special vision. Grady at work will sit this far from this screen, and he will
Why?
look. He will turn his head to read what he's saying on the screen and make
I mean-
corrections, and he sits this like on his keyboard like a freaking gremlin.
No, sometimes though, I'll be at work because the chairs do this. And so I will literally just be like hunched, like my torso is like under the desk. And I am just like this, looking up at the screen. And I'm just like,
Why?
I don't
And
want to
it's
see what
because
the-
I hate my I hate my future self and want me to get all kinds of horrible arthritis or something. I don't know.
That was all kinds of wrong medically. But you also, all you have to do is circle the center once, and you'll know where I sit, you'll know where Grady sits, you'll not know where America sits because she's quiet.
And she sits down.
And she does sit lower in her chair. But I stand up and pace around all the time, and I talk loud, and Grady's the loudest person ever. So
There are people, though, that are louder than me who literally shout their captions.
I think that's because we
That's
have old
impressive.
people captioning for old people.
Like, I caption at work relatively quietly. It's just that my voice carries is the problem.
I'm hearing excuses.
I just love it how you say, hello, I am pizza, or this is pizza.
Oh yeah, that is like one of my favorite
I've
things.
done that before too, especially because like I had one the other day without breaking laws, because I don't remember any of the details about the call. But it was like...
We should... Because on the first unofficial episode of the podcast, we talked about how James and I work in a call center where we caption phone calls for the deaf and hard of hearing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we can get to lots of trouble if we talk about, like, the details, like, of calls.
Yeah, the government sponsors it, and it's FCA or FDA or whatever.
FCC, regulated.
So, we'll just go to prison forever.
But that's what we do. 3 out of the 4 of the people in this podcast work in call centers. So welcome to the Call Center Podcast. Caption Call has
3 of the 4
podcast.
I know, and it sucks. You know why? Because all they talk about is Caption Call.
Well, what do you expect?
It's a podcast by a company about the company that is only distributed to people who work for the company.
So is it
like we care to hear more about our jobs.
Do they do anything useful? Like, do they say memos?
They give you tips. I listened to a little bit of an episode once. Do your job better.
Yeah, but they also have mandatory training throughout your...
I finally got one of those.
Yeah, I have to do it, but I'm not going to do it until the day it's due. But it's like... They offered me this job. They offered me that videographer job, but I didn't want to move to Salt Lake City, so I was like, no. I don't want to live in Salt Lake City. I don't like it. But the job entailed creating what's effectively a PSA for the company.
On a monthly basis?
I think it was on a monthly basis, but it was a full-time job, so I assume I was going to also be doing all the training sessions, or at least setting all the training sessions up camera-wise, and at least working some sort of video IT from there, because there's no way it's going to take me a full month to plan a PSA about why you shouldn't talk loud as hell.
Or why you shouldn't walk around while texting on your phone. That was one of them.
Stupidest PSA. Oh.
Well, you've made PSAs before.
So. I made a PSA about how not to break a television studio in which I got abused.
That wasn't really a PSA. It was more of an instructional video. It was just corny as all hell.
Well, we did write it corny as all hell.
How many cheesy, high fives do we have to do? We do a ton.
All of them.
All of them.
All the cheesy high fives.
Yep. I remember that.
How many times are we going to put bruising all over me?
Yeah.
So that I look like I got beat up.
You were pretty messed up. Well, you also weren't stage falling, right?
I don't think I was even stage falling.
Yeah, you were just falling.
I was just...
That's why it was so convincing.
Around. But I didn't even do a lot of falling. The worst part of making that video, which I didn't make at Caption Call, I made it at UCCS when I worked there, was the worst part of it was when we talked about the prop room having a beast in it that would get angry at you and throw props back at you if you
Did they throw the alien at you?
Oh yeah, Brett hucked the alien at me. That shit hit me in the face. It knocked me into a wall. But we had to do it 4 more times to make sure we got it right in slow motion too.
It was really funny.
It was really funny, and I was really proud of how we edited the whole thing. And then I was really upset when all of our bosses were like, yeah, you can't show this in classes. And I was like, you pay me for nothing.
They did pay you to do nothing,
you
all the time.
All of this. And we spent month and a half shooting this and editing this. And now that we can give it to professors to teach them how to not break the studio, you said it's not good.
Well, they gave you very minimal instruction.
They really did. They were like, just make an instructional video. So we wrote a script. We had a meeting about the script. They had hardly any corrections about the script. We did what they asked. Started filming. Filmed for a week and a half. Edited the rest of the time. Handed it off to Kelsey and she was like, yeah, no. Probably because we stole footage from a movie.
Did you use Independence Day?
Yeah, we used the Independence Day scene where they blow up the White House.
Oh, I remember that.
When I was messing around with the light grid.
Mm-hmm.
I think we did it without that cut as well, without ripping the footage, but it wasn't as good because the joke was lost, and we didn't have anything else for the light board. Why shouldn't you touch the light board? Well, we can't exactly mimic dropping a light out of the ceiling, and we can't really do anything else as to why you shouldn't mess with the light board, because what are you going to do, leave a light on?
No, that'll
Your
just
desk
happen.
is not stable.
It is perfectly fine.
It was gonna murder me just now.
Good.
And also Sarah.
Not good.
I see where his priorities are.
Obviously.
Well, she is in pre-production and I'm in production, so I'm expendable.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Because he's also in production.
I'm post, but
Which is-
also
But you're better than me at production. He'll say no, but I will maintain it forever.
I suck at
I
everything
just
but
shrug.
paperwork.
I just shrugged
Lucky.
because I don't want to get into that argument of no, you're better, no, you're better.
The
No,
where it's,
you hang up
where it's
first.
kind of it's not insulting, but it sounds insulting.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know,
do that either.
but when girls do it, it's like,
But it is insulting when they do.
Yeah.
but it's not, the way that I look at it, it's not insulting. They're just each trying to be the better person. Like, oh my god, you're so much prettier than me. Oh no, Susie, you're so much prettier than me. Just look at your eyes. They're so blue. And blah, blah, blah. I'm just trying to sound better than you because I'm actually really mean to everyone all the time.
Grady?
I almost said a swear word, but I didn't. And it's my favorite one. And it's so hard not to say it. But
Are you just trying to tell us that you're secretly like a woman? Because that was very dead on.
it's... I don't know. I talk to Erin a lot about how girls be.
How
And
girls
it's
be.
how girls be. And she's like, yeah, whenever they get into the compliment war, like, it's really just to, like, try and be, like, a better person than the other person
No,
by,
it
like,
totally
out
is.
complimenting, like, each other.
No, it totally is.
But it doesn't start with a compliment. It's like, I'm fat. It's like, no, you're not. You are so beautiful. And then it's like, no, you're beautiful. But it always starts with one of them insulting themselves to, like, get, like, a compliment out of the other. And then they realize, oh, no, they're complimenting me. That means that I'm a terrible person. I need to be better than them.
I mean, he ain't wrong.
We do look to you for confirmation on this.
Yeah, it's true. That's totally true.
Oh dear.
This has been Insight into Females by Grady.
That's just how I, like...
Let's throw a lower third on that. With pink
Graphics,
sparkle graphics.
Another thing that has absolutely changed...
Show it, he said okay.
It'd be really great. I would love it.
The reason is because you brought up graphics, and I thought, oh my
Oh,
god,
dear.
like, it's, the thing happened, and it's the greatest thing, because I grew up watching G4,
Oh.
and I watched Attack of the Show, like, 5 days a week, like, as soon as I got home from school, and that show was my life for, like, a super long time, and I was at work, and I was watching, like, best of, like, highlight reels, like, from Attack of the Show. And then, like, I was just scrolling through the comments because I hate myself, I guess. Who reads YouTube comments? Really? Like, I was reading them because I guess I hate myself. And I saw someone had posted, like, hey, are you guys aware that, like, Kevin Pereira is producing a show called Attack on Twitch that is exactly like Attack of the Show? And then I was like, not totally sure. Do I trust this or not? So I went and, like, checked it out, and it was actually really awesome. And now my favorite thing, like, has been missing from my life for years is finally back again, and it makes me so happy.
Grady, I'm so happy for you.
So
Oh,
I'm
that was girl fake, by the way. If you want, like, more insight into how
She's
females
so,
are, I'm
so
so
happy
happy
for
for you.
I'm so happy for you.
Because, you know, it's my job to be
I like how we both just collectively sighed as soon as he said Attack was the show. Because that's all you talk about.
It's
Like,
my favorite
even
thing.
like before the Attack showed up,
Yeah.
you still would constantly talk about
Yeah.
it. Especially for a show that has been gone for so long. And then
How many years has it been gone?
Many.
it has been
How do you
very
not know that off
many.
the top of your head? You seem to be the expert.
I know, right?
Out of all
I think
the
it died in
impacts,
2012, but I'm not sure.
Oh, like when the rest of the world was supposed to die?
But
Like
didn't,
that whole-
God, it
sadly.
makes sense. Well, I'm pretty sure there's a theory for, like, how the world was or is going to end for every, like, year.
I think there is.
Last
Like,
year,
almost
You
every
dig
time.
deep enough, you'll find one.
last year it was just every celebrity's just gonna die. All of them. All of them are going to die, and then the rest of us are just going to off ourselves.
No, the
because
rest
we
of us
don't
are
have
going to
celebrities
elect an
anymore.
idiot to be president. That's what happens.
Okay, can we not get political?
Let's really not dive into that.
Let's see. We were talking about like not wanting to read the YouTube comments.
And then you
Right.
went
This is
straight
This is-
into election.
That's all I was going to say about it, and then we were going to move on.
But still,
Okay.
that on its own is enough just to completely
That's also-
make a flame war.
That's also, it's true, but that's also great. You're the only one who has the script in your head. We do not have this script.
Yes, do remember this is Pixel Unity. We're not trying to tear people apart in the YouTube comments.
Mm-hmm.
I want to tear
Unless
people
they're the
apart.
worst. Screw those guys.
Or those people who comment first.
That's Angelo. Angelo does that, like, on... I'm surprised he hasn't done it with all of the videos that we've posted thus far.
You did that
Well-
on our Bitrix page.
But Angelo is the person who comments
He did.
first on, like, everything I posted on my personal YouTube for
Well,
a long
now-
time.
Well, look, now you've mentioned Angelo, and we have to get him on the show.
Well, we're going to get Angelo on the show, probably
But
next episode.
You have also mentioned him, so if he watches this, you know what is going to be on this now.
Yeah,
First.
Yeah.
I'll do it before him, just to make him sad. Like, I'll upload it and then go onto my personal channel and comment first.
But then he can go second. And then if you do it again, he can just... If you really want to...
He would, though. He would just be like, second!
Well, no,
just to make me mad.
What we need to do is we need to get him to upload it, you to put first as the first comment, and then I'll put first as the second comment. Immediately after
This
I see that one go up.
hurts me.
Yes. And I'll sit at my computer like, dang, no, ah.
Oh, gee darn it!
Are we really gonna be that channel that comments on our own stuff? Oh god, we killed
If
James.
it's this lame, yes.
Oh no.
Are you sure you want to be affiliated with us?
Good question.
I mean, we're fun sometimes,
And we sometimes have cookies.
and most of the time have alcohol.
I had Oreos.
I provided alcohol a few times, it's all good.
I think it's a fair trade. Cookies.
Let's talk about how Sarah is that friend that, like, oh, you got broken up with? Drinks. You, like, got a new job? Drinks. You lost your job? Drinks. You did the laundry? Drinks!
That felt rehearsed.
We've
Well,
done
he
this
has said that so many times.
I know.
Yes.
I've heard this before, but I've never seen them do it together in sync, like it was a show on Broadway.
No, I've just seen him mock me multiple times and I have it memorized now.
I mock Sarah so much.
You mock everyone so much.
I mock her.
Everyone gets mocked.
I mock
Yeah.
her more than other people, if that helps it put into frame for...
Does he mock me more than her?
No.
Damn it.
Welcome to the hell
The only-
that is my life.
Because, like, the only
with
person
you-
I'm pretty sure I mock more than her is Kirsten.
Because...
But that's because in our friend group, she is literally the person that everyone just roasts all the time, and she's accepted it.
What a pitiful existence, Grady.
Oh.
You're such a terrible
So
person.
sad. What were you saying?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I don't know, but because Grady did that, I have the worst memory, and whenever I get cut off, it immediately gets fucked up.
Here's your soundbite for that.
You're not doing that.
Just to make his spine hurt. That's the noise he hates the most. And I discovered this on accident.
What a glorious day that was.
We weren't there. I think the first time it happened was when we were shooting the commercial. The green screen commercial for Super
That
Mario.
was a nightmare shoot.
Oh, no, wait. I think it was
No, it was
discovered
fun.
in cinematography. When we were doing the
I had a migraine
Look-alike.
the entire time.
assignment
It was just bad for me.
for that 70s show.
Oh,
The replication.
Yeah. Where we
I
had
think
to-
that's when we discovered the...
He does hate himself.
So then now
He
he
makes
it
the
himself.
noise that he himself despises.
It's a little masochistic.
He doesn't get joy from it. He just does it.
I think he gets joy from it.
Really?
He wouldn't do it this often if he didn't.
You make a solid point. Excellent case.
For what it's worth, I did remember what I was going to say.
Okay, good.
What it was, I will kill you. What it was is when he hates on you, it's very simple things like "I'll kill you."
Oh, yeah,
just
he's
go
just-
die.
he just
Something-
says
it's
mean
very
things.
much of just your life ending. When he makes fun of her, they're actually very detailed. So
Grady knows every
He
aspect
puts-
of my
We'll
life
see.
inside and
He
out.
put-
Yeah,
he
but
puts
that's
effort
the, yeah.
towards it.
That's also the difference, though. He just threatens to kill me. He makes fun of her. He
Yeah.
makes fun of her life
I was-
and the things that she does.
I was literally threatening to kill James on IM at work today because he was
was.
looking at houses
in
like
places that
frickin-
aren't here.
He was looking at mansions in places that weren't here, and he was looking. Oh yeah, like Riot Games like has a job that I think I qualify for, but I can't afford to live in Santa Monica or that's where they're based, right?
Yeah, Santa Monica.
And he's like, I don't think I can afford to live there, and it's like.
Really can't.
I was like, but then you have to move. And I was just trying to get him to admit that he didn't want to move because he would miss me, and he didn't say that. And so it eventually came to, if you try to move, I will break your legs and put you in the patio storage space of my apartment.
Grady, you literally sound like the world's neediest girlfriend.
He
is the world's neediest girlfriend.
Thank you.
Am I doing the face right?
No.
The overly obsessed girlfriend.
No.
Mm.
No, but you got serial killer down.
Yeah.
And also maybe a little bit of pedophile.
I'm actually offended. It takes a lot to legitimately offend me.
Yeah, that hurt, that even burnt me a little bit. That hurt.
Blake's,
Little
fe-
bit.
Blake's,
It's like my
Blake's feeling
shoulder,
crispy.
my shoulder and arm just are a little roasted from that. That was harsh.
He doesn't have the mustache though, it's fine.
Yeah, don't grow a mustache.
Don't.
I can't.
Me either.
And he proceeds to roast himself. I
That's
can't
what
either. It's
I do
fine.
self-savagery. It's fine.
Well, as long as it's not directed at me anymore.
It's gonna happen.
I feel like Sarah has like a lot of walls up to her last nerve, and Grady is slowly with like a toy hammer tinking away at all of them, and he's gonna break through and get to her last nerve, and she's gonna like cut a bitch.
I almost did when we were Wiley.
That's
What
because
was
you were
this?
in small town USA.
No, okay,
Oh.
so
It was worth a shot.
this thing, me and Aaron went down to look at this, like, these supposedly haunted sites.
Oh yeah.
And I...
Let her tell the story.
I am letting her tell. I just was
No,
trying to
it's
figure
really
out
bad. When
what
he's
the
drunk,
story
he just
was.
interrupts me constantly. And
When
like,
he's
that
sober, he
really-
interrupts everyone constantly.
It's
Yes.
worse when he's drunk.
It is
okay.
worse when he's drunk.
Everyone here's 21. Just referencing that.
Yeah.
Anyways, no. So, Aaron, this thing, and me were in Wiley, and he said, "Hey, let's go look at these like supposedly haunted sites things." And I really didn't want to. I really didn't want to, but they dragged me anyway. And I kept being like, "Okay, I want to go." And they're like, "Okay, let's go to haunted site number 3." I really want to go home now. I really don't want to do this anymore. Okay, but Sarah, look, isn't that thing scary? This went on for like 2 hours. Of me being just like really uncomfortable and me really wanting to go home. And then eventually they finally said, okay, we're too scared now. Let's go home, because Grady yelled the F word really loud because he saw something move. We finally go home and he's just like, so was that fun? And I literally gave you my death glare, which I think you hadn't even seen. Up
I
to
hadn't.
that point.
I was legitimately scared.
You'd heard stories of my death glare, but you'd never seen it until that moment where you're like, so wasn't that fun?
That fine.
Grady would do that.
I was legitimately terrified. More terrified at whatever it was that made me shout the F word really loudly when you gave me the death glare when we got back to my house. And I'm just like, wasn't that fun? And you're just, I can't. It was so scary. There were little flames in your eyes.
If you see the words run in my eyes, I highly advise you listen.
Well, Aaron says, please die.
How do you listen to words?
He's not wrong.
Like written words.
You'll understand if you ever get my death glare,
Don't
Blake.
make her angry.
He spelled your name with an H at work today.
What?
Why are you guys talking about me at work?
Probably be up tonight.
Probably.
We were planning the podcast.
Mm-hmm. Responsible.
Nope.
A lot more than the last few.
Yup. Still not where we should be, but close.
I
We're
feel
getting
like
there.
we're getting there.
Yeah. Trial and error, man. That's the only way to go.
Yeah, we'll eventually figure it out.
Do you know how we're doing on time?
Hmm?
Do you know how we're doing on time?
We have 3 minutes left.
Cool.
So what are we gonna do? For
Also,
3 minutes?
Closing
it
statements?
literally was on 317 and I saw it.
What?
Here is
Oh,
how
it's
we
on
will wrap
316.
up our 3 minutes. Grady is, among many, many things, not limited to sociopath, masochist, angry little ball of hate,
You forgot some mention of sass.
director, self-proclaimed sass master.
Thank you. I was thinking that.
You're welcome.
Self-proclaimed.
Self-proclaimed. Sees the number 317 in that order all the time, everywhere, for whatever reason. I think here's what I think happened. I think one time you noticed it, and you were just like, huh, it's 3:17 in the afternoon. Fascinating. And then
it was after Aaron mentioning that.
Proceeded to notice it again, and then Aaron pointed out that you noticed it.
No, she pointed it out because she saw it everywhere. It's like her favorite number.
Oh,
and so she
her favorite number. That's right.
It just brings her great joy to see it, and she sees it quite frequently. And she told me that she sees it like all the time, and I'm like, oh, that's whatever. And then after she said that, I started to see it everywhere. And it's one thing to be like, oh yeah, like you only see it because you look for it, which I understand. I get that. And I thought that for a long time. Until eventually I started to see it in the craziest places that do not make any sense. Because at work, when we're captioning a call, it will tell us like how many minutes we've been on the call. And I'll look down and I'll see oh, I just crossed 3:17 on this call. And then I also happened to look down at the clock and it was 3:17 in the afternoon. I've had it come up as my order number at McDonald's. I was the 317th order for that shift that I went to McDonald's.
This is what looking for it looks like. Really.
I went to
what
go.
It is.
I went to go tour a university that I was planning on possibly going to grad school for, and they had little tour buses, and the tour buses has numbers, and I got bus 317.
The amount of Guinea is and the buses had numbers.
You
can guess where I'm going with this.
He's turning into Aaron.
I saw it on a license plate in this state.
I'm sure there's 412, 523.
Okay.
And all these other numbers are there too, but you just don't look for it.
If you think about, there are 999,999 possible license plate combinations in a given state.
But there's more chances because you can customize them and stuff.
Well, you can customize them, but there is at least 999,999 different license plate combinations in any given state, and I saw one of
looking for it.
And on that note,
yeah,
we're gonna stop that.
Yeah.
Because God help us if we continue.
Yeah, and this is a good time to stop, actually.
Yes. Please.
So, yeah.
All right, then. Thank you for tuning in to the second episode of the Pixel Unity podcast. Join us again in 2 weeks, and then next week, join us on Wednesday for the second episode of Playdate. And as always, we will be streaming every Sunday from our Twitch account at 7.
It wouldn't be the second one. It'd be the third one.
The third.
Or join us this coming Wednesday join us this
next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday
for episode 3.
This is what happens when you produce things that come out weeks and later.
Mm-hmm. The muscle that controls the eye rolling muscle, I'm straining it. I'm straining it.
Well, thank you.
She's holding back.
And goodbye.
Bye.
Run for your lives.